A Verb versus Pat Stay, RBE, and judged battles and battles for money. Without any further ado, let's introduce our guest. On my left-hand side, hailing from Allentown, PA. Introduce yourself.
What's good, y'all? Showtime.
All right, Showtime, if that is your real name. I got one question to ask. What are we doing with A Verb versus Pat Stay? How we feeling about A Verb versus Pat Stay? Any comments?
I want to start off by saying I think it's super dope that Verb is taking another money match on RBE. It's also super dope that RBE is doing these judged money match battles because we ain't really see this shit that much anymore at all, like whatsoever. Especially in the written era. Like the money match thing was usually more something that was in like the sort of like the grind time freestyle era and everything. So to see that in this written era in 2018, that's really, really dope.
Yeah. I mean, it is dope, but don't you disagree with the notion that these judged battles, they're kind of flaunt? They don't make any sense sometimes. Like, for the majority of RBE's tenure, the judge battles that they have been, what's the word I'm looking for? Poo. They've been very poo in terms of, you know, having the most accurate decisions made. Like, do you actually think this is going to bring the best out of Pat Stay and A Verb, or that they're going to make the right decision when the battle's said and done?
Well, that's the thing that makes it 10 times more interesting to watch.
Oh, man, here we go.
I'm serious, though. Like, that whole factor of who are the judges going to pick, and I wonder if there's going to be any shenanigans with the decision and everything. That's what makes it 10 times more interesting. Because this is not boxing, where in the sense of, you know, you could have just a knockout and just, there's no debating. But at the same time, I get, though, you know, like someone could choke and mess up, and it could just be so clear who didn't. But sometimes, you know, it could get really tricky. It could get debatable. And I guess, you know, that happens in boxing too. So, damn, matter of fact, it's a lot like boxing.
Man, this is like boxing, but you know what? It's more like wrestling. This battle rap sport, man, this is like wrestling. This stuff's all made up. Don't let these other sources fool you.
But
it's rigged from the start. I promise you, Showtime. I've been in this business a long time, and you've been in this business longer than me. You should know this firsthand. Some of this stuff is very rigged. Some of this stuff is very rigged.
I can't say that has anything to do with RBE, though. I don't think RBE is rigging battles or rigging decisions or anything like that. Although,
no.
Go ahead.
Right. No, I wasn't going up you. I said I wasn't saying that at all. I think ARP is a very fine sport. I think he's one of the better league owners that battle rap has ever seen since its history. My problem is when you pick singers, and when Swave Seva sneezes in the middle of a round and chokes on his intro, and Jims has a what was his best bar in the Verb battle? His hand was shaking like a video game glitch. Like, come on, what are we doing? Like, this is just getting ridiculous at this point. It's just getting ridiculous, sir. I don't know.
All right, who did you have winning that battle? Before we get into Verb and Pat Stay, who did you have winning the Verb versus Jims deal?
Honestly, I wanted Jims to win, and you know me, I'm kind of like a Verb hater. I kind of laugh whenever Verb loses. It's not even because I know Verb personally or anything like that. It's just like growing up as a battle rap fan, Verb was kind of like a villain when I came into battle rap. So I've always grown to that extent. But when it came to Verb and Jims, I was excited that Jims won because it was hilarious and all the Verb fans was mad. But looking back on that battle, Verb won he won that battle like very clearly. Maybe it does look different on cam and from when it is in the building, but overall, Jims wasn't good that battle. Like he was very bad. Just Verb wasn't as energetic as he should have. It really came down to, and I really do think that was a robbery.
To me, I took. Who does though? Like let's be real though for a minute. Who likes Jims? Like I understand, like people say that argument. Oh, but if you don't like someone, so then you're biased against him. Yeah, but what if because so and so was trash? Like Jim's is very trash.
Oh man.
Are we allowed to do a lot on this show?
This is usually the part where I say you're wrong. and I tend to make an argument, but yeah, Jim's isn't a very good battle rapper. And I agree with you on that. He's a better entertaining figure in battle rap. But
listen, he does his numbers. He's entertaining. He does his numbers. He does his thing. I get that. But as far as like battle rapping goes, he's terrible.
Yeah. And it's crazy because like I can't even see, he's had some. I think he was pretty good against Serious Jones. But Rich Dollars, Ty Law, Goods, even the one he just had with Tony D, he just really doesn't have anything you could take away from. And I really like him in terms of what he does to promote battles. I think that's a missing aspect that's happened in this new era, promoting battles and actually calling people out. That's been missing, and he does that very well. Overall, though, yeah, Jim's is poo. Like, he really is poo when it comes to battle rap. I don't understand how Verb lost, but then again, that just goes to show with this RBE format. Even if you're better than your opponent, you still don't win. Maybe that has to do with the judging, the crowd. I don't know, but these formats are really flawed.
Yeah, but what bothers me, though, is the fact that Verb even let it be a thing that it was possible for someone to say that he lost to Jim's. You understand what I mean? Like, I don't think he lost, but do you think, was you like outraged by that decision?
No, like I said earlier, I was laughing. That was hilarious at Jim's. It's like,
yeah, but after you watched the battle, was you like, how could he say he won?
Well, like I said, I'm a hater. But I was like, after a few days, I was like, wow, they really gave it to Jim's. That is hilarious. Like, I can't believe it. Like, as a battle rap fan, it hurt me. As a Verb hater, I was excited. But as a fan of the sport, it really like resonated with me. Even after all these years, like I still remember how terrible that decision was. Yeah, I was kind of upset. How were you feeling after?
I mean, I just thought that Verb won, but I thought Verb didn't do enough to seal that victory, to like really seal it up. You know what I mean?
I understand. Yeah, he's top five.
But that might be just because the fact that everybody else said Jim's won. I was like, I don't know though. I don't know. With this battle, though, I'm surprised this battle hasn't happened already. I'll be honest.
Okay. That is true. That's another thing.
This sounds like a battle that happened already, you know?
2014. How you feeling about this battle if it happens in 2014? Is it battle of the year?
I feel about the same, honestly. I'd probably feel about the same.
If it was in 2014?
Yeah.
Oh, man. And why is that?
I mean, are you saying because like Verb or Pat was like hotter then or something, or
they were definitely more intrigued to battle? Yeah, they would have definitely. You saw that run Verb was going in on AOTD, that disaster battle.
I mean, I get that it's different, but like. There was a lot of like trash Verb battles at that time too on King of the Dot. Like the shoddy horror one, not a lot of people liked. Not shoddy horror, I mean Caustic, because he had originally wrote for shoddy, and the Caustic was a late replacement. And then you got the Ilmax stuff, which wasn't that great either. So this battle though, this being for money and everything. I haven't seen a Pat Stay that's like really been prepared, or that's really been like, okay, this is super, super dope. Like I actually have him beating Big K, but I don't think that was a very good Big K.
Wait, what? You got him beating Big K?
You thought that was Big K? I thought it was. I thought
that was mustard mixed with piss Pat Stay. That's what I thought that was. That Pat Stay was.
I think
Pat.
Damn.
That passed. That passed. Oh man. Oh man. You actually thought Pat Stay beat Big K?
Yeah, I do. First and third.
You got T-Rex beating Clips? Like what? What other bombshell you gonna drop on us? Oh my Lord!
I got Rex beating Shine.
I actually I do too. You see?
Wait, what?
All right, maybe Pat Stay did.
That battle's awful.
Hey, I shine like the glove is on Mike's hand.
I don't think Pat is going to come nearly as inspired for this as Verb is.
Well, neither of them are. But that's another question I want to ask you, sir. Are these money battles actually going to help their performance in 2018? Do these money battles actually help have a better performance?
Well, I think here's the thing. Like, this is just speculation because we don't know contracts and everything like that, and I feel kind of weird getting into that conversation. But I think obviously Verb and Pat had some sort of guaranteed pay regardless. Like, that's safe to say, right?
Yeah. He did versus Jims, I believe, as well.
Well, you know, he said that, but we for sure. But I can't just imagine him battling for free and being like, no, I can't imagine that. I think there's definitely a guaranteed pay that they're both getting. But I just don't see Pat Stay really caring about battle rap that much anymore.
He doesn't. This is true. He's in that phase. I like to call it "ya done now." It's where you were once a top tier. You were the face of a league. Then you battle people in Wisconsin and Australia in order to improve your brand, so you can drop your album. You feel me? Or your next project. You see, DNA's in that phase. Arsenal is in that phase. Clips is in this phase. I like to think Arsenal's in that club too, man. Welcome. I can't wait till he gets that music deal. That's gonna be fire.
Them niggas been battling.
He's not contributing. He's not contributing anything to battle rap anymore. I'm sorry to say it, folks. I don't think Pat Stay's gonna give you a good battle anymore. And I got this being a letdown. How you got this show? How you got this? How you got this battle?
I think it's gonna be fire. I think it's fire regardless.
Oh my goodness.
Because it's just, bro, it's a judge battle with Verb and Pat Stay. Like the whole idea and concept of it within itself is fire.
The idea is fire. Are they going to be fire though?
I think Verb is definitely going to be fire. Verb's pen is on a different level lately. Verb is on a whole new writing style. Verb is on a whole new kick. Like, I think this might be one of the best Verbs we've ever seen in a long time. Like,
what?
You don't think the Verb we've seen against Twerk was one of the best Verbs we've seen in a while?
In a while, yeah, definitely. But
you don't think Verb is writing differently now? Like, just his whole style of writing and structure and the way he's
all I'm gonna say is Verb is definitely more bar heavy now than he has been in a minute, and I appreciate that. But what I can't see is Verb. See, it takes two to make a battle, right? And for one person to be bad and for one person to be good, the only way that battle itself can be good is if the other person gets bodied. And I don't see 2018 Verb bodying a lot of people. Like, I can almost write in stone that Pat Stay is not going to be good for that battle. I think he's going to get love for the fans because he's made it all the way to RBE. And he's been about a part of battle rap for the last decade. But I just can't see him giving us 3 good rounds against Averb. The only way I can see his battle being good is if Averb just snaps and bodies Pat Stay. But I don't think he could do that anymore because he's very soft-spoken nowadays. Both these guys are running under the hill, man. They can't get over the hump to get back to where they were. Sorry, man.
No, I don't think you could say that about Verb as of right now. I don't think we could say that, honestly. I really don't.
Say that you think he can body Pat Stay?
Yeah, definitely. I'm saying that this Verb we've seen, and Verb should feel very proud of what he just done because he just beat Twerk. If we being real.
Yeah, I think he beat Twerk.
Okay, so the old head to beat the top tier. You don't think that's something to be proud of, to beat the new hottest dude out in the game?
Well, yeah, I mean, people have Torque winning in the building though. Like that battle's not a super clear win for Verb.
Right.
Everybody in that event was telling him that he lost. Like, you know what I mean? Well, do you think he feels as confident as that win as he should have? That goes back to the Jim's thing.
I mean,
that was judged. See, if that was judged, they would have gave it to Twerk. If there was 5 judges, they would have gave it to Twerk.
Yeah, if it was Rogue DMV and the Goonies judging, maybe.
But people were saying Verb lost in that building. Like you and me saw the pay-per-view. So we don't see how Verb lost that second round. We see it as a clear round. We see it as the first 2 rounds being very clear. But in that building, everybody around Verb was telling him that he lost, which I don't understand. And that's just the in the building on cam concept that we got to worry about. We could see Pat Stay be terrible and still beat Verb. Did you ever consider that? Like
we could see Pat Stay being terrible,
and the judges somehow give it to him.
Why?
Did you ever think of that? It's happened before. I've seen Swave Sever fans 50 years old sneezing. Like you know what I mean? He forgot he had Alzheimer's. He was forgetting his intro. He had one good round that whole battle, and they still gave that man the win over Danny Myers. I think Danny is. You know, I'm gonna save that for another podcast. But you don't consider that show at all.
I mean, for one, you got to keep in mind. I never watched that battle.
Don't.
I never seen the. You're talking about Sway versus Danny Myers.
Yeah.
Impact in the building and on cam is always different. I don't even think we need to get into that conversation because it's just so redundant. We get it. It's different. It's always different.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know though. Like I said, man, I think this is super dope. I think the idea, the concept of all the battles being judged is super fuego. Especially being that money is on the line. I think that's just awesome. I really do.
You think that's going to transition to a good event overall?
I think it'll transition to a very interesting event. I mean...
Interesting. Oh, okay.
I mean, all right. So here's the deal, right? When you buy a sports pay-per-view, boxing, UFC, mixed martial arts, you're buying it because you want to see who's going to win or lose, correct? That excitement and that feeling in the building when the winner is announced or when the knockout happens, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
All sports.
With this pay-per-view, with this event, I think that it's really, really dope that it's all judge money battles because that's just a different vibe because now you're watching every battle like a little more on the edge of your seat. You know what I mean? Even if the battle isn't that interesting within itself or that good, right? The fact that it's judged and it's for money, you're a little bit more interested and intrigued by it. You know what I mean? Now you're listening a little bit more closer. You're paying attention more to bars and schemes and everything. You're like, okay. I think I can see. I think I might know where the judges might go with this one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think with that whole factor, I'm just saying, like, I will definitely, if I'm not going to be in the building for it, I will definitely be copying the pay-per-view.
That is a very good point, sir. But guess what?
Go ahead.
It still does not make the quality necessarily better. It's more intriguing, but we want to hear this. We want to hear that old Verb. We want that old Pat with the tank top and hollow hand behind his back. Like we need all of that. I'm not trying to see Jay Murda and Heavy Half go neck and neck to see who's going to get this 200. Like that's ridiculous to me because they both go perform the same whether they get paid or they don't, whether it's judged or it's not. I just feel like the
You think so?
makes it more interesting. I do not see it because Jay Murder gonna be terrible whether it's judged or whether they got $1 million on the line.
You're doing a lot right now. Salute to Jay Murder, man. I think Jay Murder can fire. I'll be honest.
Oh my god! What line did you like? That sodomy line he had against Loso? Did that change your opinion?
I just like because he performs like an old smack dude, like an old smack rapper.
Yeah, but the old smack rappers, you know, were good at rapping. Like a lot of them was pretty good at rapping. Like I don't think he is, but I like the RB roster. They're like they have an interesting cast over there.
No, listen to me. I don't like a lot of the guys from there either. But I'm just saying, for me personally, man, I think the judge battles and the battles is dope. I'm not saying this needs to be the way of doing battles every single time. Obviously not. But I'm just saying, like, Show Off versus, let's say Show Off versus Danny Myers, right?
We still want to see Show Off, but go ahead.
I'm just giving you an example. I don't think Show Off is that bad either. I find that battle 10 times more interesting if it's judged and for money. If that would be a battle on this card, I think it would be like 10 times more interesting.
It's more interesting, but I think they're going to say the same stuff that they would have whether it be judged or not.
I don't know. Jam, I'll be honest with you, it's just different.
It's different, okay.
When you're writing for a battle that's going to be judged, it's just different because you know that there's going to be someone declared a winner by the end of it.
Yeah.
So it just puts that, I don't know, man. It's just a completely different feeling when you're writing like that.
How about this? It is going to be more interesting. But you got to think of the feedback from the fans. And I think that still matters nowadays. When the last event that RB had, Lift Your Soul 4, that was, shout out to ARP. ARP normally has great events, great crowds. That other than Survivor Series, like that might be the worst event of this year. I haven't seen all the No Coast battles and all the No Coast events, right? That right now might be the worst event of the year. Lift His Soul. Awful. And he has to make a comeback after that. And with that being said, if these judge battles are happening and someone just gets blatantly robbed, the feedback could be crazy. Verb, I hate to go back to this, but Verb is a top 5, top 10 battle rapper of all time. I don't even think Jims is a top 5 Greek battle rapper in battle rap. Like, I don't even think Jims is like a top 5 chubby Puerto Rican rapper of all time. Like, this man, and they actually gave Jims that battle off of a remote bar. A bar that, like, Tori Doe said when she was wearing paper towels for an outfit.
Nice.
Whoever she was battling in that ring. But I like that. That's what I'm saying. Like, if somebody gets robbed, it's more interesting. But don't you think that RBE can't afford to have another negative feedback like that? You gotta answer my question, or I gotta RKO you. Okay, we got a wise guy. Hey, SANHII, we got one.
I'm talking outside of like violence, things like that. You know what I mean? Outside of like an event getting shut down or something because of some foolery or whatever. But I think like a controversial decisions, things like that, it gets people talking.
It also gets people, like, I think you're breaking up, but it also gets people to say, wow, you really gave the 74-year-old man, the one with braids, you really gave the 74-year-old man with braids a battle where he sneezed and choked. Like, that is ridiculous. Like, that's what gets people. Like, after that battle happened, a lot of those Danny Myers weirdo fans, the ones that be screaming over Discord and stuff, like, they were really trying to boycott RBE after that event. Like, it really drives battle rappers' fan bases away from league.
Weirdo stuff, but
it is weirdo stuff.
They're the same age, ain't it?
Jam after that whole after the lift his soul for, is that what it's called? Lift his soul, right?
Oh, which one are you talking about? Which event?
The last event they had.
Yeah, Lift His Soul 4, correct.
Lift His Soul 4. I think after that, people see, like, I think RBE seen, like, all right, the main battle was really, really trash. The main battle on the card, the Gyms versus Goods, worst Goods we've ever seen, and worst Gyms we've ever seen. And that's saying a lot.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
So I think RBE, instead of just saying, let me just put a super dope card together, I got to have some kind of something to get people. And he chose to do this, the money battle thing, the judge battle.
RB has really good battles. That last event was really surprising to me. I thought they were one of the leagues where I always go to. I'm like, yeah, they cannot let me down. This is not no KOTD, no don't flop nonsense. Like they really might.
RBE is kind of where I feel like RBE is the place where people go and like really show out their skills. You know what I mean? Like people go there and like just wild, and then like they kind of make like a bit of a comeback on RBE. You know what I mean? Like look at Old Red.
Oh, yep.
Okay. Do you think Red would have got that Born Legacy or that Smack Volume 2 without his RBE stuff?
No, sir.
I don't think we give RBE enough credit in that. And I'm sounding way too nice than I usually am, but I just gotta keep it real. I think RBE is building and rebranding a lot of careers over there. How about this?
Shout out them.
We didn't see Goods for a while, right?
That's a fact.
Goods came back, smoked.
Terrible.
Goods came back and he smoked. What's the dude's name?
You mean Danger Zone or Adi Boom?
Danger Zone.
Yeah, Danger Zone.
He came back against Danger Zone, smoked him, and
you look like Cole from Martin. Everybody
was like, all right, let's see what Goods does again. Mm-hmm. So I think RB is definitely dope in that sense. I think how about this one? They gave JC when JC was on that Lux run. By the way, is JC still on that Lux run?
Man, no, get him out of here. Keep going. We not.
One of the things that put JC on that whole, like that started that talk of, JC is gunning for Lux and that's the battle everybody wants to see and blah, 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 is because of RBE, the performances he had on there.
I do gotta respect them for it. They kind of got Big Cannon back in the picture. They got JC back into the picture. They got O-Red back in the picture. Shout out ARP for putting on great battles.
Now bro, he got O-Red in the picture, and that's the champion #1. I mean, has whatever you think about that. That's up to you on how relevant that is. Whatever. But
I respect RB. They got these mid tiers thinking that they top tiers now. That's just what we need, man. Shout out to ARP, man. You're doing your thing.
I'm saying though, they got O-Red. O-Red won Champion of the Year, right? But
and most of that had to do with strength. That. Most of that had to do with the show off body. That's a fact.
Not just that, all of his RB performance.
No, but that was his best. That was his premier performance of that year.
Oh yeah, definitely. So we can't look at RBE as obviously it's a second tier league, in the eyes of most. But we can't look at RBE merely as this. RBE is people just go. They just get the big names, but the big names don't do anything off. You know what I mean? Or they get the names and the names really just phone in. It's not. It's not. It's not a run of the mill little ass league that's from God knows where. We'll get a Charlie Clips and Clips will just freestyle three performances.
Shout out A-Hat, Nebraska, LA Battlegrounds. Y'all doing your thing, man. Stay up.
Man, you do. My point is though, sum it up nicely. RBE performance does affect your stock.
Mm.
It is somewhere where, okay, this battle, could either boost your career or sit you down for a bit.
Yeah. That's my second favorite league. RBs is my second favorite league. They definitely more impactful than these other leagues. There's too many leagues out there nowadays. But if we had to do an apocalypse or a demolition of those leagues that's, oversaturating battle rap, I think we need a safe haven for RB along with KOTD, Bullpen, and URL, and whatever Shocks the Rebel League is nowadays. I can't quite remember the name nowadays, but I appreciate
the other league. Be watching them.
Oh man!
I don't care how fire the battle sounds and stuff. Like, K Shine gonna be battling so and so, and bro, I don't know, man.
I like those Division 2 battle leagues sometimes. They be putting on some fire battles. Like, as strange as it is, like whenever like a mid-tier goes to those Division 2 leagues, they just smoke whatever local is over there. That is hilarious. That's like the most entertaining thing. Other than B Magic, all the other like top battle rappers be like just going off in those leagues, or they just don't take money and they just, joke around and just steal money from them, and that's entertaining. That's entertaining too in itself.
I'm not entertained by mid-tiers battling that don't do nothing for me.
Here's the thing. Yeah. Here's the thing. They either have to snap or body the opponent, or they just have to show up for a check and freestyle and make it debatable. Those are the two most entertaining. Those are the two things you have to do when you're like a professional battle rapper and you're going to these smaller leagues. Those are your main two objectives you got to accomplish. So whoever's listening,
I don't really give a about those. Be real. I watch URL, obviously, King of the Dot, to see what they do every now and then. But as far as like, an RBE, of course. But as far as the other stuff goes, I'm just like, Bullpen too. Listen, here's my point. If you're a league that can actually make a star, then that's dope. You know what I mean? If you're a league that can make even a slightly prominent name, that's super dope. That's fire, right? I'm not even saying like a star, but if you could make even a somewhat prominent name, then that's fire.
Yeah.
But if you're just a league that's having a Glass Joe battle prep, I don't want to see that. I'm not watching that.
You ever see Gates of the Guardian? Oh no, Gates of the Guardian. That sounds like a movie. What's Dre Dennis League called? Gardens of the Gate.
Gates of the Garden, something like that, yeah.
Gates of the Garden, man. His league is kind of fire. When they bring people over there, that's one of those Division 2 leagues that's like really fire to watch for me. Y'all should go subscribe to that, because when Dot battled his opponent, that was ridiculous.
That fucking much.
Just battling like jobbers and Glass Joes.
But those battles can be entertaining. You don't think those can be entertaining?
Not for me, no.
Oh man.
No, I do not want to watch Young X battle some kind of local. First of all, I don't want to watch Young X to begin with. That's one.
Right.
Oh, boo! Get him out of here, man.
Come on now. I'm being real. I don't want to watch Young X or Prep battle to begin with.
Prep? Oh, wow.
Wow. Come on.
I understood Young X, but Prep is a legend.
No, not even Young X. Both of them is fire to me. Both of them is fire to me. Bruh, go watch. You ain't seen Young X versus Gold?
No. Who is
Go watch Young X versus Gold. Don't worry about Gold, bro. The only Gold you need to worry about is your own. Like, you just got to worry about Young X. Like, that's the only. Like, that's what I'm saying. Watch the names. Like, watch the names. That's all I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, ain't about none of these.
So look what you just said. Look what you're telling me. Prep wilded out on Banana Frank. Like, who's Banana Frank? I don't want to watch anybody named
Banana Frank. But he fucked Banana Frank up.
I don't care.
Like, he did Banana Frank dirty. Like, bro. But I'm one of those people that think it's not about who you battle. It's about what you say. Like I've always thought that.
Bro.
Who's Banana Frank?
It's not that interesting to me. You got to realize, though, I've been watching battle rap since like 16 years now. Okay, you got to do something to keep me entertained, bro. And that small league stuff, that small league booking the lower mid tier names to battle their locals. I'm sorry, I'm not wasting 30 minutes.
You don't gotta waste 30 minutes. Waste 10. Watch the bigger name round.
I'm good.
Oh man, I know you've seen this battle. What was the one with my boy Dot? He battled what was his name? Gator. What the hell was his name? Dot versus Gunna on Gates of the Garden on Dre Dennis. Okay, when he battled that Gunna guy, when he was like, Dot, you dick. That's you remember that sound clip? Like that battle right there was entertaining. That is like a Division II like body. 1 round. That's it. You can't watch 1 round?
Why would I? What does that battle mean? What does that battle do?
You get to see Dot snap.
Pure entertainment.
I don't care.
Oh man. Shout out TV show.
You gotta realize something though, bro. I barely want to see Dot in general. Well, not Dot. I rock with Dot.
Wow.
Dot is fine.
This is blasphemy.
Dope, but
you know, like Dot, Young X, and Prep, those are like top 5. There's like top 5. Top 5, man. You bugging. Okay, so prediction: Verb versus Pat Stay. Who you got?
Verb 3-0. Verb 3-0.
Is your name Showtime?
Maybe. That's my stage name when I box.
Oh, Showtime, SANHII, Showtime, or Showtime SANHII. That's kind of fire. That's a fire boxing name.
It was really super SANHII, but that's fine.
But what you got, Show? What you got for us?
Predictions. I think Pat is going to be there, and he's going to do what Pat does. He's going to joke. He's going to clown around. He's going to say some fire stuff and whatever. But you know, he'll have like his like haymaker here and there. I don't know how well that translates though to RBE crowd. The only thing we've seen similar to this is Pat battling on UW. But Pat beat DNA.
Yeah.
But prediction though, I think Verb is gonna have one of those performances, man, where you're just like, whoa. Verb went in there, did his thing, put up his numbers, and snapped. So I got Verb winning.
Okay. I got Verb winning pretty clear because Pat Stay battled No Shame. And I got love for No Shame, but yeah, Pat battled No Shame. I don't think he's gonna be motivated for it.
That's one of them England niggas?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll say that. Thank you for having the Showtime. Our time was valuable. We learned a lot of things, gained from perspectives, and I hope to see you at this pay-per-view. I hope to see you at the pay-per-view.
We might actually pull up there, or I know either way. I'm definitely either copping the pay-per-view or I'm gonna just show up to the event. Either way, I guess I could give us like a little recap show after. When's the date of this even? Is it this month?
Yeah, it's at the end of this month. Yeah.
Fire, dope, super dope. All right, y'all. Thanks for having me. This was super dope.
No doubt,
all right, man. Peace out. And that's our show, folks.
So what happened to Don't Flop?
Erg was broke.
Wow.
Yeah, like, cause you know how it is. They didn't manage their money. Same thing that happened to Grind Time. It was just, well, Grind Time still. You know, Grind Time's actually still around.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
That is so strange to me. How are they still around? Like they they like the Ric Flair of battle rap. Like they will never retire. They will never retire.
I mean, but well, I guess.
But they still doing battles.
Let me end
Which is
this.
crazy. Well, I think they hold on, let me check. But I remember last time I checked, they were still doing battles. It was ridiculous.
You know the battle rapper BC?
Nah. I only know Bill Collector.
The nigga I did a video on, a compilation on.
Is he from or something? Isn't he from like one of them leagues? One of those like I think I keep calling all these like lower battle leagues they had. Like I've been doing that for a while, but
well, I guess you could kind of say that he was on Grind Time, like back in the day.
Who do you battle?
I don't think it was anybody like important or whatever. But like he asked me to do a video on him. I didn't really know who he was. Like you go on my channel and get the video.
You got more views than he do. I don't know why you wanna. So he hit you up and he wanted a BC compilation.
Yeah, and I made it because the nigga said he was gonna have a PG against Woody. This is in 2016. I still ain't seen no type of PG with Woody whatsoever. Nigga said he was gonna shout me. Nigga said he was gonna shout me out in the battle and everything.
I mean, what are they talking about? Brooklyn Carter? Is that the same BC you talking about? Maybe you're thinking of Brooklyn Carter.
Nah, it's a dark skinned nigga with dreads.
Because Gwynny and Brooklyn Carter battled. I'm gonna watch that. I'm definitely gonna watch that.
Nah, it's a dark skinned nigga with dreads. Not me. He probably like 30 now, in his 30s. I don't know. Because he was like out when Ground Time was like still popping or whatever.
Oh man! Shout out to BC.
The video is called BC the Incomparable, Incomparable. Yeah, whatever.
His name is BC the Incomparable.
Nah, his name is BC, or B.C, whatever you want to call him. Because that's what he be saying. It's his slogan. But the name of the video is BC the Incomparable.
Ah. Shout out to BC, man.
You said you tired of him?
I said shout out to B. I just knew about him. How you gonna say I'm tired of him? I just figured out about him.
I mean, that could be enough for you right there.
Oh man.
All right. I guess this podcast is over now.
Yeah, that was fire, man.
Sayonara.
See ya.
You said C's up?